Hi, my name's Riley, and I'm the music director here at City Church, California in Ventura. And I want to take you through our keys rig, all the sounds that I'm using and how I'm using them, why I'm using them, all that good stuff. So first off, let's talk about the physical gear. We got a Nord Stage 3 into M1 Max Apple laptop using a Novation Launch Control XL a la David Funk to control everything, all the sounds. Then all the sounds will go out through Dante. I have a OWC, I think the 11 port Thunderbolt interface, and that then goes to front of house and back of house through Dante. The way I have this launch control set up from left to right, main piano sounds, soft piano sounds, synth 1 sounds, synth 2 sounds, more of a revolving door here. Within these, I have the different volumes for each individual synth channel. Then we have our main bus channel, TBD channel with a pad that I can't ever seem to get to stay mapped in playback. Delay with its effects, VERB with its effects. Then I have a tap button for the Ableton session, so I could tap in my delays and sequence time-based stuff. At the bottom is just song 1 through 6 selectable. Then I have play pause and fade out for the tracks. Also have a fade out or a master volume for the tracks here. Infinity loop, so I could loop a section if I needed to, go back to the beginning, which will bring the playhead back to 0. Pad on and off, and an accent that won't stay mapped either in playback. But here I have playback pulled up. I can navigate through the songs like that, play the tracks, pause them, turn off the pad, turn on the pad, fade out the tracks, fade in the tracks. Everything I need to do, I can do from here. Let's talk about the piano, main piano sound first. It's a Maverick piano from Contact. I bounce between that and the wing upright from Keyscape. The only time I want the wing is for that extra texture and kind of the more true upright sound. The Maverick kind of gets me somewhere between an upright and a grand. I really love having a very real feeling, like some of the bits and noises that you would get from a real recording. And this is really good. It's like one of my favorite VSTs. Got a color control on it, so I can soften it up really nice. And all the way up to very tacky. Then we have a octave up. It's just another instance of the Maverick, but pitched up an octave. And the color control is mapped to both of them. Okay, that's pretty much the main piano sound. Not doing much, just have a decapitator on the bus for a little tape saturation. Have a compressor, but never really use it. Because I'm already compressing the master bus as a whole. Then let's hear what I have for the wing upright. Yeah. Same thing with the octave control there. Okay, going to the soft piano. Soft piano is mainly the lab soft. Soft piano is mainly the lab soft piano with the Keyscape double felt and the Giant from Contact. That sounds like this. So it's got a little bit of warble and stuff from layering all those. Sometimes I'll take them out. But mainly it's the lab soft. Here's the Keyscape double felt by itself. It just doesn't have as much punch as I need it sometimes. Just way more soft. Then here is the Giant by itself. Just more of that grand underneath to give it a little bit more tone and resonance to that piano. But this would be the main sound. That only has a little bit of EQ on it. I think actually the soft piano has a little bit more, yeah. This kind of dynamic EQ without. Way more cutting through the mix. So yeah, I don't have any secondary controls for the labs or for the soft piano, just basically a up and down. This is like where I would fade it in right here as a marker for when I'm using it with the main piano sound. So main piano. Just adding a little bit of underlying texture. Yeah. Okay, let's go on to synths. So you need a good pad always. That's like the first place to start for synths. Oh, yeah. Here we go, pad. Used to use Serum a lot, but tried to make it sound analog and would fail a lot. So moved on to Omnisphere with some like, I think Nick Staley patches and Peter James from Multitracks. So I think it's 3 sounds that make this up. Yeah. So Prophet saw square waves. Oh no, not on this one. Nick modulated pad and Nick Staley bright pad. Those are the two. So this one. That's like the meat of this sound, and then this is like, I think, just the top end. Could use either, like could use just one, but I love both to put together. So that, I think that just has like a dynamic EQ on it as well. Yeah. Just protecting us from like the harsh frequencies pop. Okay, then we have a pluck. So I have pad, pluck, and then sequencer mapped to these. So overall volume for synth right here, then individual synths mapped there. So turn down the pad. And this is our pluck sound, which I believe is another Peter James or Nick Staley. Jupiter Plectra. I think that's it. Yeah. It's the only one on there. I don't think. Yeah. All of these synths are mapped to the mod wheel. So as you turn it down, and as you turn it up, that's the pluck. And then main or sequencer on the main synth. Think again, Nick Staley. I believe. I think it's like the champion. Yeah. So again, mod wheel. And all of those, again, map to the mod wheel so they respawn together. If I turn down the pluck, it's better. And then the timing of the sequencer is mapped to, or negative to the project. So whatever I have tapped in. That's how I use those, mixing them in as needed. Then let's go on to synth 2. These are the revolving door of synths. Haven't landed on anything. I think I've put Rhodes here as well, if I need those for any sort of sound. But this first one is, I think they're both Ondine actually. Yeah, both Ondine, different patches. So again, master volume and then individual levels. So nothing will play. Then we have this little detuned saw thing. And I believe it does react to the mod wheel as well. So sometimes too out of tune to use. I use it sparingly and just as like a layer to throw in with a lot of verb. That's what that sounds like. Then this other one, I think it's just more of like sine. So I'll use it as like a bass layer almost underneath the piano sometimes. So like. Something like that. Okay, and then yeah, again, master volume is on this one. Nothing, everything. Master EQ. So no matter what's up, it'll all get filtered through that. And I believe that's just Pro Q with a low pass filter, which would be, yeah, shoop. And on that master bus, we have a light to a we don't have a light to a I have a 2A working pretty hard that's mixed in. And we have the master EQ, a Pro M multiband compressor, just kind of leveling off where I need, or balancing off where I need. And then we have the full reverb on the whole track, which is a Valhalla Shimmer. This will just drown out anything I have going in VERB. Dope sounds. Okay, let's go to the buses. So delay, VERB, and a crystallizer. I use them on these faders. Delay first. We'll go to, it's an Echo Boy Jr. I think just on studio tape, yeah. So let's do regular piano sound. Nothing else on. I have a feedback control so I could have it last forever. And I have a VERB that I have after the delay so it can be even more washy. I don't think this does anything. Yeah. So again, just mix of that, or send to that bus. So really, I only use it for something like that kind of a part, or I'll use it a lot for kind of that kind of a vibe. Yeah, let's go to the VERB. This is just a Valhalla Vintage on plate mode. Nothing special there, just have the decay mapped to be endless. Or nothing at all. Within that channel, I have the Send for the CRYSTALIZER plugin. That has VERB on it as well, at a preset position. It doesn't do anything. And then some like EQing to get the harshness out. So this is the CRYSTALIZER. So I'll use that heavy in like an ambient moment. So like maybe something. Yeah, that's how I use that CRYSTALIZER.